Heyo everybody, Haku here with 30 Jump Week Part 1. And for 30 Jump Week, another big 10 weeks in milestone, we've got Tis Time for Torture Princess Chapter 111, Excuse Me Dentist is Touching Me Chapter 33, Ghost Reaper Girl Chapter 26, Sakamoto Days Chapter 37, and Red Hood Chapter 9. Then in Part 2, we're going to be doing Ayakashi Triangle Chapter 58, Witch Watch Chapter 28, Neru Chapter 8, Candy Flurry Chapter 18, and Blue Box Chapter 19. So, yeah, not really much of a big intro to get into. I'm kind of almost caught up. Again, over the past like 2 weeks, I've just been marathoning and multiple times a day, almost every day, been sitting down to bulk record like an hour or so worth of these jump weeks. So, yeah, just recorded 29 a little while ago, and now it's time to jump into 30. Really, really close to catching up, though. So, yeah, let's just jump into "Tis Time for Torture Princess," which is kind of like my go-to for starting us off lately, just because it's like, it's it's always really good. It's really fun, gets the energy up. It's nice and short. It's not like gonna be a 15-minute read or anything. And it's generally my favorite, and I hate picking favorites because I love everything so much. But yeah, it's usually probably the most fun for me, so I love kicking off with that, just to set the mood. But either way, that's it. Let's just jump into it. Starting with chapter 111 of "Tis Time for Torture Princess," I just mentioned when I was recording 29 Jump Week that when I got to the end of last chapter, I saw the thumbnail for this chapter. It had Inky and Yoki, and I am like so excited. So let's go ahead and see what we get with another Inky and Yoki chapter. "'Tis time for Torture Princess. The heat's torture enough." Torture 111. So cute. I love, again, the scenery, their outfits. It's so good. Today's torture, the waffle shop. Are we there yet? Just a little further. Again, I love the character art. We can cook our own waffles there and then top them any way we like. It's like super fun. Is that so? I can't wait. But it's so hot. Seriously, why is it this bad today? And it was so cool yesterday. And then Inky and Yoki look over. Oh, we see a shaved ice little store. "Strawberry, please, Auntie." "You bet." So cute. And they're just staring. "Here you go." "Yay." "Yummy." And then Inky and Yoki look at each other. "It's time for Torture Princess." So cute. I love their outfits. "Today's torture is shaved ice." "Hold up, you two. I thought today's torture was waffles. Why the sudden change of plans?" "Why, you ask?" "Because we want to eat shaved ice instead." So honest. I do admit that shaved ice on a hot day, it really is the best, but I'm the princess and the commander of the 3rd Legion of the Imperial Army. My word is my bond, and I live and die by it. I swore to submit to waffles today. I've already made my decision. I won't give in to anything else. It's no use, In-chan. The princess, she seems pretty set on waffles. Oh yeah. No shaved ice, I guess. Yeah. I'm a prisoner here, so I don't have any freedom until you're done with me. But you two weren't prisoners, so why don't you get some shaved ice anyway? If we have some and you don't, it'll leave a bad taste in our mouths. We're friends. That's friendship. All right, back on the road to get some waffles. Let's go. The king is afraid of mantises. And then they stop. Again, the art. This chapter's so good. Your secret. Why? You said no waffles, no giving in. Heh. Why, you ask? Because I want to eat shaved ice, and I want to eat it with you two. So honest. The 3 of them enjoyed shaved ice. Friends before fealty, a choice submission she'll never regret. So cute. Again, look at all 3 of their outfits. They're so adorable. I love the style. So good. Freaking Inky and Yoki drip. I love it. I love their character designs in general. What a great series. And I love Princess's little crown. No matter like what outfit she's wearing, she always has the tiny crown. It's so good. I think that's one of the hugest things with this series. I mean, of course, the writing is always fun and funny and cute and wholesome, but on top of that, with the art, I always mention like the facial expressions, the character art's all incredible, but the designs, I think really a series with good character designs can just keep me hooked forever because manga is like a visual medium, and if something has really good character designs, I am just sucked in. Um, it's like with Bleach. Bleach's story was never all that incredibly good, but the world was great, the power system was great, and the character designs were so good compared to pretty much whatever else you got in shonen, like at the time of Bleach. So again, character designs being really good can go a really long way. So yeah, with all that aside, I guess let's move on to Excuse Me Dentist, It's Touching Me. Okay, on to chapter 33 of Excuse Me Dentist, It's Touching Me. Super excited to get into it, as always, so... Oh yeah, let's continue on. We have, Tamori's cousin is here now. I'm Shitora, her cousin. That outfit must just be like... I know I always simp for Tamori, but Tamori's looking extra cute. So I feel like that outfit must help a lot. Because I'm just looking at the very first panel of the chapter, and I am just like, holy damn. Like, oh my god, just gorgeous, beautiful. I'm Shitora, her cousin. I'm gonna try to hold my simping back, but oh my god, just beautiful. Long time no see, Tamori. Have you been good and helping your father out? He has a lot of enemies, so you have to be his ally. By the way, who are these people? Especially that chicken head over there. I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Tora, he's... Ah, I remember now. But there's no way. It's impossible. Tamori wouldn't be with, Kokyokai's... I am Takuma Kurosumi. Miss Tamori has been very kind to me. It's a pleasure to meet you, brother. What's your relationship with my dear Tamori? Huh? That is what I would like to ask her. But I think we're on good terms. Ah, I see. Is that even allowed? Huh? What's going on? Why is Tamori the heir of the Shinju family cross-dressing, and going on a date with the heir of the Kokyokai? Also, there's a weirdo with glasses here too. It doesn't seem like he knows about Tamori's true identity. Is Tamori catfishing him? But there's no way the Wakagashira of Kokyokai would be that dumb that he can't recognize a cross-dressing enemy. But he kind of looks like he's into Tamori for real. No, there's no way. There's no way he's that stupid. Alright, let's test him real quick. What's up, bruh? This is such a great manga. Oh my god. It's so brilliant. Oh god, it's so good. What a strong handshake. He must be a former delinquent. Alright, I'll have to answer with the utmost respect. I'm Gucci, bro. This is the best. Oh my god. How is this a real page? I can't stop smiling. This is the best thing ever. Despite being a Yakuza, he has the ability to adapt to teen language. So he isn't just some idiot. But by the way, Dora, what brings you here today? Let's try to provoke him again. They were doing some digging at our villa and discovered a hot spring. I came to invite you over. It's been a while since we hung out, but naked together, Tamori. What? We have a hot spring now? I'll go. We have actually excited Tamori. And I love just in the background. And he mentions, again, I love he mentioned the glasses wearing weirdo. He mentions Mima. But again, just no acknowledgement of Isaki or Takioka. It's so good. And then his dejected face. He just walks off on his own over to the pole. Young master, there's dog poop right there. And he goes knee right into it. He was so shocked he kneeled into poop. The facial expressions are brilliant. This is genius. This is a 10 out of 10 manga. I feel like sometimes, maybe because it's only bi-weekly and I don't get to read it as often as others, I forget how good it is. But then whenever I do get into a chapter, I'm like, oh my god, this is genius. This is brilliant. Huh, how odd. He's reacting like he's genuinely had his heart broken. is he a Yakuza who's a very talented actor? But if he's able to kneel in dog poop while acting, he'd be better off becoming an actor. That would be a better career path. Don't tell me he's really being duped by Tamori's cross-dressing, and he's actually fallen for him. It's gotta be a joke, right? If it's true, it would be too pitiful. If it were me, I'd be so vexed and lose composure to the point where I'd try to marry him at all costs. Sorry. The part about hanging out naked together was just a joke. Would you guys like to come too? To the hot spring? Yes, I would like to go. I still can't stop laughing at the page from earlier. Sorry. It's a hot spring, are you alright with that? Huh, well, I don't really have any problems. Maybe your body has a tat, you know? It's private property, but still. Of course, because in Japan, people with tattoos are refused entry into public baths. Body has that. Ah, I don't have a hot spring allergy. Thanks for your concern. Huh? Is he the wrong person? And then we have a phone ringing. Yes, this is Ezaki? Huh. Understood. We'll head over immediately. Young master, it seems like the executives of the clan are having another dispute. What again? The uncles are seriously hopeless. So he's the type who doesn't hide the fact that he's part of the Yakuza. Sorry, I have to excuse myself here. Yeah, you should cut your ties as soon as you can. I'll contact you again through Tamori. Feel free to bring your friends too. I'll take care of you all together. Thank you very much. Just one more thing, if it's alright with you. Yes. That unique individual, is he your friend and we're finally addressing Mima? No, he is not. That's a man who's a stalker who happens to be my senior from high school. Goodbye. Takuma! Wait, hey Takuma, you're misunderstanding. Well then, Tamori and Chuya. Care to explain what's going on? Asking about the situation after you've made it worse? Maybe you could try to stop. Maybe you should stop that? I didn't know where to start. There was no helping it, okay? But how unexpected. I thought you didn't really care about the clan. I didn't expect you to be snooping the Kokyokai by catfishing the Wakagashira of their clan. What are you planning to do? Are you planning on breaking the balance we have right now? I'm not planning to start anything. Huh? Were you just hanging out with him for fun? Well, cross-dressing. Well, I won't pry any further into that, but why the Kokyo's heir of all people? Tora's always been someone who likes looking after others and comments on everything. Doesn't he ever get tired? I'm not going to question you on your outfit choices, but you need to be aware of your position. What would happen if the executives of the clan found out? Don't forget, the reason I can't stay at that house anymore is because of those guys. Tora, you're right. I don't know what they'll say if they find out, but regardless, I want to know more about what kind of person he is. As another human being, I want to get to know him. Tamori. And he smiles. You've gotten stronger. What a great chapter. From the character development, to the comedy, to the art. What a great chapter. You've gotten stronger. Mr. Chiaki said the same thing once. My old man. Who did he want to know about? Who knows? Now I kind of want to know more about him, too. You think you're fooling him right now, but there's a chance he's the one fooling us. Huh? There's no way Kokyokai's heir is a simple idiot like that, right? True? I'm looking forward to the hot spring. Hey, stop touching me, it's gross. Young master, there's cat poop right there. Hey Tamori, could it be that recently you've just been you've just been having fun hanging out with people? Also, I think in the one-shot that predated this, that it was at like a bath or something where what's it? Sorry, I'm blanking out. Takuma learned about Tamori. So I wonder if we could be getting towards that. You've made so many friends. I love they have basically a bus of people. Weirdos without a doubt. On to the hot spring trip. I am so excited for a hot spring chapter. If we're going to have freaking just everybody, just not just Takuma and Tamori, but bringing in like the new guy who I like already, bringing in Takioka and Eizaki, bringing in Ai and Akoya, and I think that's Eizaki's sister up front, I think. Like, bringing them all together is going to be hilarious. Especially we see white hair up front, if that's Chiaki driving, and we just throw Chiaki into the mix as well. It's going to be great. So I guess I don't know. I'll have to wait to read the next one, but I'm so excited for the Hot Springs chapter. This chapter was brilliant. I don't know if I've laughed that hard since starting Jump Week. Then I have it that one page. It was just so good. And even beyond that one page, there were so many great gags this chapter. It's so good. It's so good. I guess with that out of the way, though, I'll go ahead and jump into Ghost Reaper Girl chapter 26, though. So for Ghost Reaper Girl, it seems like we're still sort of getting into this new arc. We're going to be dealing with, I want to learn more about this like top 10, or was it the top 10 or top 11? I don't remember. But like the big like top of the line people from Arkham along with Scarface. I think he's like number 7 or something, isn't he? Did we learn that? I don't remember. Pretty sure Panzer was like relatively highly ranked, like not top of top tier, but I'm pretty sure like top 100 at least. I thought he was ranked like 20 some or 30 some, which is like crazy high. But I could be wrong. I could be misremembering. So yeah, I'm excited to get into that stuff. So let's just read chapter 26 and see what we get here. Chapter 26, Cat's Philosophy. Gotta remember, shift my brain to left or right for this one. Um, you leave Chloe in my care. What's that about, Kai? You really do plan on leaving, don't you? Damn, what a good page. It's really good looking. Okay, sorry, just taking in the art. I can't help it. The evil inside me starting to spiral out of control. It won't be long before it fills me with madness. Before it comes to that, I see, Meow. I don't get Mew at all. But I warned Mew. I'd stop Mew by force. And he punches him. Before it comes to that, you'll what? Quit acting all cryptic and cool. Think how sad Chloe would be if you vanished without a word. Not to mention, I'm not about to pick up your slack protecting her. What? You were wrong to ever ask for loyalty from a cat. Huh? That explains the noise, but what are Kai and Noel doing up so late? They're fighting, and it looks serious. I have to stop them. Huh? I could have sworn someone was there just now. Okay, so Chloe can sense somebody watching. Oh? And they attack her while those two are fighting. Oh, that's a really cool way to write this. Okay. That's a really cool way to write this. If anything, it'd be interesting. We've seen a bunch of Chloe fights. We've seen, of course, her being the main character. It would actually be somewhat interesting. I'm usually not super duper into kidnapping plot lines, but it would be interesting if, like, Arkham's top agents or whatever that were trying to take out Chloe because of how dangerous she could potentially be, if they did like capture her or kidnap her or something, and then we got to have an arc of Chloe's friends coming to rescue her. Just an arc of the main character's friends coming to the rescue would be really fun, like in most series. So I think that's pretty cool here, especially if it fits into Kai's development here. You don't feel like protecting Chloe. Are you serious, Noelle? After all she's done for you, who do you take us for? And then Kai punches him back. Have some shame, you damn ungrateful cat. Don't be presumptuous. Gratitude can't tie down a cat. It's impossible. You've let me down, Noelle. Thinking back, that's how you were from the start. Shallow and self-centered. I even loathed you for it at first. A disloyal familiar. What a joke. If that's how you feel, then you protect her. I would. I would give anything to protect her myself if I could. There's a reason. A reason I can't stay the same person I've been. I have no other choice. I'm telling Mew. If Mew have some reason, then spit it out already. And we get comedy punch panel. And see, I'm fully on Team Noelle here. Not only because Noelle's my favorite character, but also, like, Kai is saying that he can't stay the same person, but really, even if there is something wrong, I feel like he should fight harder for Chloe, and not just fight harder for Chloe, but also for himself, because it's what he wants to do. And another, like, really common thing that I see in, like, a lot of manga and anime is characters needing to learn the lesson that sometimes it's best to ask for help. Like, instead of suffering through all of this, if you ask for help, you might be able to find a solution together. So again, I think that the lesson that Kai needs to learn is that he needs to open up and be honest with Chloe and Noelle, and to be able to work with them through whatever this problem is. Instead of just trying to take it all on by himself, he needs to be able to rely on his friends. Who do you take me for, Kai? Am I so undependable? Mew can't even talk to me, after all the time we've spent together. But I am depending on you. I'm asking you to help Chloe. Idiot. Chloe doesn't need help right now. You do. Cats may not be loyal, but even cats care about their friends. If you don't know what to do, let me help you this time. Noelle, God, I love this. It's so good. Having this big character moment for Kai and Noelle, plus Chloe getting captured, which might lead to them going on a rescue arc to go save her. So good. Wait, something's coming. And Noelle can sense it. And they're able to avoid the attacks, for the most part, it looks like. But Noelle gets hit. Noelle! Guess you wouldn't let me kill you that easily. Okay, so is this going to be one of the top guys then? And we have these random goons still capturing Chloe. Who are you? Why are you doing this? It's Ghost Reaper Girl, right? You're wanted, dead or alive. What are you talking about? You're Nyarla's little dog. You wagged your tail for the wrong master. Haha, you're a fine catch. It'd be a shame to kill you too quickly. I'm going to enjoy cutting you into And again, I like this. We're gonna get to see, like, faction infighting with one side of Arkham fighting against Chloe and her friends. Because now we have, Best Girl Shogi coming in to take this guy out. You came to my rescue, Shogi, Tekali, and she has crowbar hand. So good. What an incredible chapter, though. This jump week is shaping up to be amazing. We had TorPrin, which is always good. We had an amazingly funny chapter of "Excuse me, dentist, it's touching me," and now this is, I think, man, it's hard to beat that arc we just had with like Cthulhu and everything. That was such a good arc, but like, this chapter might be one of my favorites just because of all the big character development for Kai and Noelle. I think is so good. Like, we had all that incredible character development, and then coming in the end, we get more Shoggoth, which is incredible. Plus, we have so much setup for future hype with this faction infighting, where we could have Nyarla and her allies against whatever else is going to be going on with like this other sort of part of the faction of Arkham Bullet. So yeah, super excited to see where it goes from here. That was an incredible chapter, one of my favorites in the series so far. So yeah, I guess from now we're going to be moving on to Sakamoto Days and then Hunter's Guild. So again, part 1 of this is just shaping up to be excellent. Now on to Sakamoto Days chapter, I don't remember what chapter we're on, honestly, 37. We just finished off. Okay, I just clicked onto the chapter. It seems like I was right. So this is incredible. We are getting Wu-Tang joining as sort of the brains of the operation. I'm really happy about that because I feel like he fits in perfectly with the rest of the cast we've got going. We've got Heisuke as the sniper, Shin with his powers, Sakamoto, of course, is like completely OP and is sort of kind of the father figure of this big group we've got going on. And of course, Lou fits in and has her own place as well. She kind of serves as comedy relief a lot of the time, not that all the other characters don't. But yeah, I guess she is an accomplished martial artist, even though it kind of feels like you don't even really need talented fighters when you've got Sakamoto around. But I like that we're expanding the main cast with Wu-Tang. I really like him. So I'm really happy sticking around. Now, Mr. Sakamoto is promised the party behind the bounty on your head. Are you guys even listening? We're listening, okay? We can listen while we work. Go on. It's your fault we're behind, Wu-Tang. That's right, so you should help us catch up. Alright, Days 37, Death Row Prisoner. Hey, that apron looks good on you. I'm a triad consigliere. If you're going to make me work at a convenience store, then I'm definitely charging you for my hours. Anyway, Mr. Sakamoto, have you heard of the figure known as X? And then he remembers back to what that guy that I feel like we haven't seen this guy since like the very beginning of the series. The assassin killer. Good, you've heard of him. That man is... Excuse me, I'm ready to check out. Unquestionably behind the bounty on your head. I love that they're all just doing this while they're working the convenience store. Yeah, we kind of already knew that. What about X's identity and location and stuff? Unfortunately, nobody has any information on X's personal details. Do you want a bag? No thanks, no thanks, I brought one. Is this guy for real? And after going through that whole contest, what a waste of time. Hear me out, you idiots. Much about X remains shrouded in mystery, but I've been able to uncover a clue. What is it? Several days ago, at a maximum security prison in Southeast Asia, there was a slaughter. 4 death row inmates were butchered, their faces were burned, and an X was painted in blood on the wall. What does that mean? X killed those inmates, but why? There's more. I have a contact who makes a living dealing in corpses. Recently, a rash of unusual corpses have been found in Japan. One was completely peppered with holes, one had all their flesh shaved off, one was completely dismembered, and one was crushed into a tiny ball. Ugh. So, what do those corpses have to do with this? Each of these cases were conducted in the exact killing style of the 4 death row inmates. And they all look shocked. It can be deduced that those prisoners faked their own deaths, escaped from prison, and fled to Japan. That or somebody killed the 4 prisoners and copied all 4 of their techniques. But I guess maybe that's not it. And now we have Senjuku, Tokyo. Whoa, look at them. Are they foreigners? Maybe they're athletes, martial artists or something? Are we attracting attention? Hey, this has pickles. I asked for no pickles. Why are Japanese hamburgers so tiny? Heh. What are they staring at? They're asking for it. Dump. Oh, yeah. Just dump. Crimes: murder, armed robbery, illegal disposal of bodies. Sentence: death. Victims: 180. Bwahaha. Japanese manga's so good. Saw: crimes, murder, armed robbery, illegal disposal of bodies, and mutilation of bodies. Sentence: death. Victims: 64. I wish we hadn't come to Japan. I'd rather be dead. Apart. Crimes: murder, mutilation of bodies, kidnapping. Sentence: death. Victims: 206. And minimalist. Crimes: murder and armed robbery. Sentence: death. And victims: 370. Crazy. So now we're having these 4 mass murderers as our next arc villains, I guess. What are we supposed to do here anyway? We just gotta be patient and wait. Read some manga. Why are you taking that apart? I hate pickles. I told them no pickles, but they gave me pickles. If something like that can happen, then there could be anything in here. You're so annoying. And then we have the one guy crushing it into a small ball. If you crush it all up, then it's all the same. My Big Mac. I want to die. Haha, you're so funny. Here, have some of my fries. No thanks. There's no telling what's in those. Sorry to keep you waiting. So, are you the weirdo who freed us? Thank you for coming all this way. Now, let's get down to business, and we have another deer head. I want you to kill the targets on this list. And of course it looks like, I was going to say it looks like Sakamoto's group, but I don't think it is. I think it's actually the organization or former organization, because it looks like the black-haired guy up top, then Sakamoto, then the guy with Shishi in his name, I forget his name, the light-haired dude, and then I think the 4th might actually be Osaragi. Shishido, was that his name? I don't remember. Who are these people? All of them are considered great menaces to our organization. Well, I don't care who they are, as long as I get to do what I like. They all look tough. They might kill me and cut me to pieces. These are our targets. What a bunch of uglies. I heard Japanese people were super serious, but talk about a sense of humor. You're telling me this fatso is a menace to your organization. I advise you exercise extreme vigilance in dealing with any individual on that list, or you may find your lives cut short. You mean it, don't you? You really think that if we aren't careful, that fatty and his friends might beat us, huh? And he crushes the entire tray. We'll kill them before the month is over, and then you can bring us your next list. Otherwise, we'll just wander around Japan killing people. What a good panel there. They don't kill to live, they live to kill. Pure unadulterated evil. This is all the master's call. I lost the battle, so now I must trust and observe. Okay, so this is the same deer guy then, I guess. A deer? Is that cosplay? There's no telling what danger lies in, or what dangers lie in store. I was hoping to take the mistress home before it was too late. The three of you must flee immediately. So, if we can make contact with those four, we might be able to get some info on X. Right. Huh? We've got to get in touch with the JAA as soon as possible. I'll give Heisuke a heads up too. Wait, you idiots, didn't you hear a word I said? They're deranged killers. They're a totally different species from assassins or triad. Do you know how much danger you're in? Well, if they're that dangerous, all the more reason we can't let them roam free. I love this. So cool. So I kind of feel like, at first I was wondering if it was going to be like one where like Sakamoto gets a fight, Lou gets a fight, Shin gets a fight, and maybe like Heisuke gets a fight or something. But I actually don't think so, because who knows how power scaling works in Sakamoto Days, but I feel like these guys are really, really, really strong. So I kind of feel like it might be one of these things where they're going to have to team up with like those organization guys or whatever, and black-haired guy's going to get a fight. What did I just say her name was? Osaragi? Was that it? Osaragi gets a fight. The Shishido or whatever the light-haired guy is, he's going to get a fight, and Sakamoto gets a fight. Maybe that's the way it's going to work with the 4-on-4. So, yeah, either way, again, setting up another really, really good arc by introducing 4 new, like, villains or whatever. So I'm excited for that to see, hiccups, to see where that all goes. And I'm going to go ahead and move on now to the Hunters Guild Red Hood. Alright, and now we're on to the Hunters Guild Red Hood chapter... Are we at 10? Are we at 9? Hold on. I keep forgetting chapter numbers here. We're at chapter 9. The exam begins. I'm so excited for this exam. We have the 30 examinees up against Grimm and Debonair. I think there's going to be more to this than meets the eye. I am super excited because I love the way this... Like, I mentioned it the past few times that I've read, but I love the way that this has been built up. Last chapter, again, we got more development with the villains, or I guess they're villains, and again, just so much more about Debonair and the test. So I'm so excited. It's so good since we've started developing the world that this is set in. Also, yeah, we learned about Debonair's powers. I simped very, very hard. Oh my god, burn me, mommy. Like, oof. Gonna have to try to hold back the simping to make it through the chapter. But we have 40-second final debarkation exam, test format, cops and robbers with handcuffs. Time limit 2 hours, test takers 30. The general rules of the exam are the same as the children's game Cops and Robbers. The cops try to capture the robbers and put them in jail. Free robbers can tag arrested robbers and free them. Okay, so it is, I was gonna say I think there's a way to get out of jail. There is. Participants may use whatever tools or weapons they choose, but seriously wounding or killing another is strictly forbidden. As a special additional rule, handcuffs are required to make an arrest. Once handcuffed, the arrested party must move directly to jail. Participants who are not in jail when time expires will be declared to have passed the debarkation exam. I'm so excited to see, like, I really hope we get the development for Velo and his graduating class to be like our main characters or whatever, because I really like them already. Like I told you before, it's basically the same as regular Cops and Robbers. If you do wind up arrested, a free robber can tag you to set you free. And then we have cooldown. Oh my god. Grim and I are the cops. We won't leave the roof for the first 5 minutes. Use that head start to get running, okay? How do we get away from somebody who can do that? We have the randoms reactions. The goal of this test is to find the correct means of escape, fail that, and fail the exam. I can hear the gears whirling in your heads from here. Good, good. So let's get ready then. Ready, go. So cute. I love her. Huh? Wait, we're starting already. For now, the main thing is getting as far away as possible. Ah, this is so cool. Look at that shot. With Bonkers, Mario, Velo, and these 3 others who we haven't really developed. Their designs are cool though. I want to learn more. What are those idiots doing? And Grim looks surprised. Why aren't you running? Says Milty. Right now, running is a bad idea. What? Says Tilty. Yep, I agree. There's something contradictory about this test. Just running for 2 hours won't work. I don't think anyway. So I'm gonna stay and see if I can confirm something. It'll mean nothing when you get arrested, says Tilty. If I do, come free me, okay? Why should I? There's no benefit to me. Yes, there is. I think he has the same idea as I. If it works, it's possible we could all pass the test. So it could be stick together, because they're going to tag you anyway, because they're so powerful. Could it be that they're like, if we get tagged, we just keep tagging each other back? To like, make it so that we keep freeing each other? Oh, and then I love Debonair. Seems like she's thinking of something. But I'm not sure yet. So if you want to run, that's fine. Go ahead, says Velo. What, are you thinking the same thing, Bonkers? Something like that, I guess. Splendid. And then, a tender young boy like you, surviving the harsh rigors of the long days of training, and now bravely facing a terrible ordeal head-on. What splendid courage indeed. My name is Miguel, and we have Miguel Gagia, camp participant. Someone will assuredly come to rescue us. God will grace us with their divine protection, I know they will. I'm Velo, and I'm jealous, says Bonkers. Should we rescue him? Gross, says the one small one. Yeah, who's putting up with that? Let's go, Milty. Right. This is so cool. I know you lot are plotting something, but I won't ask what. Show me what it is through action. You've got 3 minutes still. If you want, you can use it for a strategy meeting. Thanks, ma'am. Only till time's up. You're spoiling them. They're thinking for themselves and making decisions based on their own choices. That's harder than it sounds. A big part of this test is seeing if they can do that. Okay, we don't have time, so let's decide this quick, says the small one. Let's begin with introductions then. It's nice to meet you. I'm Mariapios. I know, it's long. You can call me Medio if you want. We've got no time for that. This just felt off to me from the start, says Velo. This is supposed to be a test for us to become hunters, but the requirement to pass is to not get caught. That's effectively saying that we're the prey. That can't be right. There has to be something else to this exam. So I think what we really have to do is... And see, I like this train of thought because it goes into play with the werewolves. You are the prey to the werewolves, but you also have to be the hunters. So I'm liking the train of thought. I'll do that part. Are you sure? Yeah, I suggested it, after all. It's almost time, says Grim. Ready or not, says Debonair. Uh-oh. I know that doesn't cover all the details, but let's go with that as the basic gist, okay? Here we come. It's about time. The cops are on duty. Geez, so sick. Watch out, robbers. We're coming to get you. We'll massacre you all. No killing. I'll occupy the instructor then. Don't overdo it, though. Let's give this our best shot, and we have the 3 new characters. Secret Elixir. Lu Feng Shang. Tapu Popo. Tapu Popo. Oh, what's this? Chirikara, Tsuta po. And then he fires some sort of blast. A gust strong enough to stop me in my tracks. The fruit of the willow and 100 mystic herbs, mushrooms and powders, mixed for 1,000 days, steeped for 10,000, molded by secret arts passed from air to air alone. Thus is created the mystical elixir Lu Feng Shang. Taste one, and your tongue will flap like a flag. Swallow one, and great gales of wind will roar from your throat. Camp participant, Nu Lo Shao. Flying circus wire arts. And then they bind both of them. Got 'em. Camp participant, Porshen the juggler. Take this, Grim. Do you really think this dinky rope will stop us? Geez, and it looks like Bonker gets taken out. Oh no, he catches the knee. Nope, we don't. So, I think what we really have to do is make it so they can't arrest us. Well, yeah, duh. But how exactly do we do that, says Bonkers. It's gotta be that, right? I don't see how it could be anything else. What's that? Come on, let me in. The special rule they tacked on just for the test. It was specifically added to help us realize the contradiction. Either that or it's a trap. A normal game of cops and robbers would never make for a proper test, so they deliberately added a vulnerability expecting us to find and exploit it. They're just too much better than us. If they want us to exploit it, let's do so, having formulated an effective plan to counter their response first. So is it to take the handcuffs from them? If we handle this like any other fight, we've little chance of winning, but all of us have reasons why we need to become hunters. The rope she burned was a distraction. Okay. 4 sets of cuffs. No, 5, that's too few. Like we thought, they've got ways of getting more. We go after the handcuffs. Those will let us go from prey to hunter. So cool. So it's like the bell test, basically. I like these characters. Again, I like further developing the world and I guess the lore with Shao's powers, which are kinda nuts. I'm really excited. Like, honestly, the powers are almost giving me early Hunter x Hunter, like Hunter exam type vibes, you know? Interesting. I mean, I guess technically this is a Hunter exam. But yeah, that was an incredible first part of this jump week. I'm going to go ahead and record the second part directly after this. So thank you for watching. Red Hood was awesome as always. Like if you did like the video, comment down there too. Tell me what you thought of these 5 chapters, my thoughts, my reactions, all that. If you want to talk more about these series or anything else here, just comment. We can talk about whatever. Subscribe if you want as well for much, much more. If you want to talk on Discord, ask and I'll give you a link to the server. If you would like to talk on Twitter, just follow me there. Sorry, hiccups, jeez. Ever since last chapter, been dealing with those. And if you'd like to help support the channel on Patreon, it is patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. But either way, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.